Hey, it's your girl. I'm back again. And I have done all that I do. And I asked all of our angels and our spirit guides and our help, all of our help, to come into this conversation and give us whatever it is that we need to get out of this conversation. Well, the next thing is, how was your day? My day was great and steady going because I'm doing a grandma thing, hanging out with my grandbaby, my oldest granddaughter. Well, hanging out with one of my granddaughters. Okay, but anyway, so I had to find some quiet space to get to talk to you guys. So here we go. So, well, today I was thinking, I was having a conversation, and I had someone to say to me, I want to ask this question. This is how I'm gonna ask this. Who told you that you have to accept people into your life that to have someone else in your life, you have to accept and adjust to stuff? Okay. Well, let's go there. The only reason that you would accept, I've learned by experience that accepting something or someone coming into your life that you have to overlook red flags to have them in your life. You have to overlook and act as though you don't see that there are signals that this person is lacking things or have things going on with them that are not things that you are going to be able to adjust or in the long run want to deal with. Okay? So the only reason we would even, the reason why we do this is, for me, I was never trained to love myself. I was always told that this wasn't right and I had to do this and I had to do this. All the conditions that, um, the conditional love. I was never trained to love myself first. I was never trained to value myself first. I was always taught and shown that um, I had to excuse a whole lot of things or tolerate a whole lot of things off another human being, and even if they blatantly chose to do something to harm me or to handle me in a way that wasn't right, that I was supposed to excuse it and let it go. Let them have their folly and fun and forgive them, and uh, uh, love covers a multitude of fault. What kind of love covers a multitude of fault? What kind of love would make an excuse for that person's choice? That person chose to do that. But because we were trained, and the people, we were trained that you just keep forgiving. You just keep forgiving. What is the definition of forgive? And most times, people don't even ask you for forgiveness. So, what is that? That's a very Conditional love is a very, very conditional love, which results in 9 times out of 10 divorce, separation, um, dysfunctional relationships, one person giving, the other person taking, no reciprocity. We have that going on in all of our relationships. And it's not necessary. And it's really not even good. It's not necessary, nor is it good. And it's conditional love. A person that loves you and chooses you, you're going to have equal reciprocity. You're going to have give and take. You're going to have someone who is actively trying to work toward the same thing that you're trying to work toward. Happiness, joy, and peace in the relationship. Any relationship where people are whole and don't need that other person to be responsible for your joy. You give away responsibility for your joy, happiness, and peace away to someone else, expecting that that person is supposed to make you all right. Well, that doesn't work like that. Another person will never be able to make you all right. They'll never, ever be able to make you all right. When you learn to love yourself and you learn to love others healthy, then you would make better choices of the people that you allow in your life. If you're a whole person, not depending on someone else or giving responsibility to someone else for your happiness and your joy, you will make wiser choices. You will have better and healthier quality people around you. But because we've learned it so wrong, we're going to offend a lot of people once we've learned to love ourselves. Once we've learned to love ourselves and make wise choices and stand up no matter the cost to have what is yours, and that is to be appreciated and to be honored for the things that you do. Give the love that I give you should be appreciated. The love that and the time and the energy that I give you should be appreciated. Should be acknowledged, the fact that you see that I'm doing that. We'll get you more of that. That's a proper love. That conditional love, that excuse wrongdoing and tolerate people mistreating you, mishandling you, betraying you, lying on you, taking you for granted, acting as though you owe them something. Really? Though that is conditional and not normal, very unbalanced, and you can't find no peace, happiness, and joy in it. Why would you take yourself into an environment where with other people that you so say love you and care about you, and the spirit is down and the appreciation level, and they want more? They've not said thank you for what you already gave them. They want more. That's how that's going to work out. The more you give without even thinking about the reciprocity of the situation or someone giving you back or appreciating you, that's unbalanced. It's unhealthy. You need to withdraw from that environment. That's not a healthy love. And you will never have healthy people in your environment if you allow them to continue on in that old behavior. That's old behavior. It's doable. to transform and change your mind. You can change your mind at any time. You are a creator. You are a free will agent. You have free will. They have free will to choose what they want in their lives, who they want in their lives, how they want them in their lives, what position do they want them to hold in their lives. And it is by their choice. And their actions will tell you where they want you in their lives. If their actions is one of no reciprocity, no thank you, no gratitude, no a recognition of what you already given. If that's they telling you where they want you to be, and all you have to do is take your happy self, your happy, joyous, peaceful self, and move into another environment that gives you what you're looking for. And that goes for any relationship. Lovers, husbands, whatever you want to call them. People, places, things. That goes for all of that. Equal reciprocity is something you should be looking for in every single relationship. If you get in a relationship and have to fix it, you can't fix people. You can't fix people, period. If they didn't come whole, 9 times out of 10 there is nothing that your half of self gonna be able to do to help them be whole. Cause you and God make a whole. A relationship should be built on 2 whole people with equal respect. You should want equal respect. No, it is not undoable. And if there's any fear in your choice, you're going to always end up with the short end of the stick, tolerating anything, somebody. Why are you underneath anything? Why would you want to be underneath anything? Why would you want to be underneath anything in this life? Everything is open to you to have. But if you're looking for it in another human being, you're not going to draw anything but those that suck off of you, suck off of your peace, suck off of your energy. Just energy ticks, just energy, just suck all the life out of you and give you nothing. You can't even replenish yourself. You work hard to come from underneath that, and as soon as they walk in the room, they pull you back down where you were. You're never going to get a chance to build your energy up. And you cannot manifest things on those low vibrations of depression, of anxiety, of hurt, of pain. Those are very low vibrations. You do better, and your manifestations come faster in anger, for real. Because it's higher than any of that other old po woe is me energy. There is no creation in that. So, for those of you who want healthy relationships with others, you need to learn to love yourself first. Become a whole you. Love your creator. Trust that the universe and that the universe got your back, and anything that you need is just a creation away. You want it, you desire it in your heart for no ill gain or no malice against anyone, but just because you want that. and then you think of you put it in your heart, you put it in your mind, you put it in your heart. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Once you learn to walk in love of yourself, first source, then self, and everything else is added unto you. It doesn't come to make you whole. You are whole, loving you and loving source. That is whole. People don't come here to make you whole. They are not responsible for your happiness and your joy and your peace. You're responsible for that. And it's very selfish on your part that you would even think or give someone that right. And if they give you a little something, and they give you a little something, 9 times out of 10, they just giving you a little something so that you can give them way more. Just to shut you up for that moment. I live like that, people. I live like that with my family. I live like that with my spouse. I live like that with my friends. And all I got from that was a kick in the butt. I was good long as they need me. And if I tried to come from under it, then they put the Lord on me. Yeah, the Lord. You supposed to. I cast all that out. I dumped all that out, period. I don't believe none of that. I believe that I'm a creator. I am a part of source. I am underneath nothing. I don't need another human being to make Elsie Elsie. I am, and I love me today. I've been being taken care of. I haven't need a man to do nothing for me. I'm not giving away my power. I don't hold on to people, places, or things. Be it mama, daddy, sister, husband, children, friends, anything, antibody. Nothing. I'm underneath nothing. If my children don't appreciate me, love you, baby, but I can love you from over yonder. I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep happiness, joy, and peace in my life. I don't owe nobody nothing. Nothing. And I want to be chosen by my friends. I want to be chosen by my lovers. I want to be chosen by my family. Mama, daddy, sister, husband, brother, children. I want to be chosen. I want to be appreciated. I want to get told thank you when they know that I'm loving them. I want that back. I expect to see some of that back. I don't have to do nothing. If I give you, if I'm there for you, if I'm loving you, I'm choosing that. Because I'm not going to even put that choice in your hands. Because I'm going to do for you, and I'm not going to let you hurt me because I'm just only going to do what I want to do anyway. I'm not going to do anything for show, and I'm not going to do anything expecting nothing. But I'll allow you to choose whether you like what I'm doing for you or not. And if you don't appreciate me, it won't be very long before you will be able to see whether or not I was being good to you or not. Because I'll move my happy self out your way. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter to me. I wasted enough time with that conditional love. I love me today. And my responsibility and my loyalty and all that the only person I owe anything to is me. I owe me to have people who are loving, healthy around me. I allow others to be who they are. I do not sit in judgment of them. I do not want to sit in judgment of them. They live their lives based on their choices, and I'm okay with that. I don't find myself upset. I don't find myself having to gossip. I don't find myself having to backbite. I don't find myself having to backstab. Because I could allow you to be whoever you are, doing it whatever way you choose to do it. Because you are a free will agent who can do whatever they want to do. And for people who talk about God's will is him. God's will is this. That God gave you free will. Now you can sit up if you want to being lazy because you won't make a choice. Talking about God's will. God's will is never to put you underneath nothing. That has never been his will. He wants you to use your will. He wants you to use your choices to make your life better. He's not going to choose for you. He wouldn't have gave you free will. That's some contradictory. He wouldn't have given you free will. Perfect timing? Oh, perfect timing comes when you make the perfect choice. Either you're going to make choices in fear or you're going to make proper choices that's going to make sure that you're the one that's taken care of first. Simple. Why are we complicated? It ain't got to be complicated. We teach our children all kind of crazy wrong. You need to teach children how to make wise choices. Okay. You ask me for something all the time. So don't ask me for nothing if I can't ask you for nothing. If I can't expect that I'm going to get something from you, behavior-wise or whatever, if you're not taking care of the things that I gave you or the things that you've asked me for, don't ask me for nothing else. And then stand on that. Stand on that. It's simple as that. If the child want more, if the child want better, it will do better. You don't have to beat them. You don't have to holler at them. You don't have to scream at them. When you learn to teach them to make wise choices, they're depending on us to teach them something better than that stupidity that we have stuck ourselves out there for. Love and kiss somebody's ass. No. They not right. They treating you substandard and it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to be mistreated. It's not okay to be betrayed. It's not okay to be used. It's not okay to be cheated on. It's not okay at no point. The only thing that you would stay in a relationship is because you scared. You scared that you're wondering if it's better out there. It's better out there. And if not, you can learn to love you and be whole. And walk in happiness, joy, and peace until you create and draw that perfect person to that, because nothing is perfect. But you would draw a person into your life that don't see lack. They don't come to suck off of you because of some behavior that you're exhibiting. You exhibit loneliness. You exhibit fear. You exhibit lack. Who are you? You are a part of the Creator. You are a creator. What are you creating? A Frankenstein creature? What are you creating, sweetheart? What you creating? Okay. So, that was on my heart. You are beautiful. You are underneath nothing. You don't have to settle for no one mistreating you, abusing you, lying to you, cheating on you, making you less than anything. You are royalty. You are a part of the source. You have creative ability. Create what you need. Create what you need. Become whole. Love you first. Love you with the love of source. Get out of that of all that conditional love that told you back then, showed you all you saw was people cheating, lying, and playing games. And the most of you, if you came out of my time, the women kissed the women, the men went out and did whatever they wanted to do, lied, cheated, played games, fight, and all kind of bull crap. Had a women all up in your house, and I lived through that. And then the woman was supposed to forgive him and keep it moving. Now, if she went back and did that same thing, it'd be problems. And where the forgiveness at that point? That reminds me of a story about Jesus and the woman that was having a fling with the man, and the people caught her. The man was married. She was sleeping with him, and the people of the town brought her out. Where was the man? And pulled her out in the street and was ready to throw her down to death, rock stone her to death. And Jesus asked him, where the man? Okay, so something wrong with that, people. No, it don't go like that. But we keep choosing people who give that we see red flags from the beginning. But because we so googly-eyed and we can fix this little knick-knack and we can fix that little knick-knack. And if a man is stepping outside of his house with you, he can step outside his house on you. You can always look for that. Come on now. Be real. What you owe yourself? Do you owe yourself to live underneath them kind of conditions? Or what? Do you owe yourself that? You should want better for yourself. Come out of that old way of thinking. You ain't never going back to that life. As of February, you is not going back to that. Not going back to that life. Wake the hell up. You either wake up or you're not going to make it in this time. You're not going to make it in this era. The Bible says it'll fool the very elect. That old belief and that old way of thinking does not work. It's been proven over and over and over and over and over and over again. Healthy people draw healthy people. Real love draws real love. Self-love draws people who love themselves, and they hold automatically. You don't got to fix them. You don't have to fix them. Healthy people draw healthy people. Dysfunctional, conditional loving people, you just draw that. When I was walking in when those conditional loves, I drew those kind of people to me. When I began to love myself, and because I start to walk differently, talk differently, act differently, they just disappeared. The ones that really don't want to play with me now. And I don't want to play with them either. I don't want to play with no fake people. I need real peace. I need the real deal, 100 with me. Let's roll together. All that weak-minded, narrow minded, low energy, vibrating people, y'all can just stay away from me. Because I ain't the one. I don't want to go back to that. I ain't like the way it was, and I want something different. I challenge you to do something different. Change something. And see, walk away from the stupidness. And see how it feels to wake up in the morning with peace, happiness, joy. And being able to make a decision whether you want to stay in some bull crap or not. Really. Well, my preachiness, that was preachiness right there. That's for somebody out there I love. Some man or woman. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's for somebody I love. That's for somebody I love that is tolerating less than they deserve. Even if it's family, if it's children, if it's husbands, if it's wives, if it's lovers, if it's jobs, if it's whatever it is, if it's making you miserable and unhappy, that's a signal that you need to make another choice. Just a signal. How does it make you feel? If it doesn't make you feel full, if it doesn't fulfill you, it's not yours to have. Now that's God's will. That's His will. If He gave you free will and a will to choose, He told you what He wanted you to have. That's His will. For you to be happy, joyous, and free. That's God's will. That is God's will. I promise you it's God's will. Whatever you want to call Him, that's the universe's will. It wants to see you expand and grow. That's what the will is. That's why free will was given, and you have a choice. Okay, I'm done. I'm passionate about that one. I'm passionate about that one. I love you. I would love to see everyone walk in peace. Wouldn't you like to know what kind of person you can create and draw into your life by simply watching the red flags and seeing how it makes you feel and choosing wisely? Not out of fear, not out of I'm going to be lonely. Just knowing that you're whole and your desire and your standards and your boundaries are so high. I am an empress, not a queen, an empress. I'm up there, and I'm going to stay up there. The rabbit heads, don't come at me. I'm not the one. If you know who you are, like I know who I am, I can live with you or without you. All right, then we might have a little conversation. But up until then, that go for people, places, and things. Come at me right or don't come at me at all. I'm going to see what it's like to walk in absolute power. Not a guinea pig anymore. To come into somebody's life with some trial